The status quo of Quebec's Youth Protection Office isn't working anymore, according to DPG Director Leslie Hill. And she says now's the time for drastic change. The first issue, Hill says she wants to tackle, the number of teens disappearing, running away from youth centers. How? By giving them more freedom. Call it a little reverse psychology.
We can't have this across the board approach in our youth centers anymore where we're so afraid that something's going to happen that, our rules are so rigid that the kids are running anyway.
Hill argues Quebec has always had too much of a risk-averse approach to dealing with children, and negotiating with teenagers who only want to rebel makes for a losing combination.
We need to be able to let them experience certain things and maybe even go through certain situations where we're more supporting, accompanying, trying to understand what happened to them.
Montreal Police says the number of teen disappearances hasn't changed much in the last few years. Their numbers show that on average, more than 1,350 teens disappear every year, including those running away from their homes, schools, or youth centers. Hill says for those who run away from a youth center, most are found within a day.
They're running from the rigid rules instead of trying to work through certain issues with the social workers and educators who are there to help them.
The DPG says one of its units tried a new self-determination model at one of its youth centers in East Montreal. Essentially, the teens were allowed to come and go as they please, but were always welcome back with no judgment. Reaction from the teens was swift.
We saw our runaways just go up like through the roof for about 2-3 months.
But so was the feedback when they all came back on their own.
The educators realized that they're doing real supporting of young people, real coaching so they acquire the independence necessary to fend for themselves. And the young people's satisfaction in the services went through the roof as well.
That outcome was not surprising to Tristan Delorme. He runs En Marche 12-17, an independent youth organization. Delorme says he's been pushing for reform for years, working in collaboration with Hill.
Maybe we're not going to know exactly where they are, but we're going to take the risk that they're going to start trusting us.
Hill says she's giving herself until December 2026 to train staff across the province with the new approach. It's a tight deadline, but she says she believes that this new reform could change the lives of teens in need. Rachel Lau, CTV News.